What's going on, guys? My name is Doug, and DaBaby dropped an album that I think he announced maybe like 4 days before it dropped. It's been a few days now since it dropped. There have been mixed reviews. I haven't heard it at all. Some people are saying that he tries to go into different lanes and it doesn't really work out. Some people are saying that just the fact that he is experimenting means he's listening to our criticisms and we should praise him for even trying, because that'll give him some incentive to keep on trying those different lanes and getting better at them. Some people are saying that this album is overhated. Some people are saying it's overrated. So, you know what? I'm going to find out for myself. I'm going to give it a listen, give you guys my thoughts, break down the production, break down his performance, which, I mean, honestly, his performance kind of is the same on almost every track, but we'll see what we think, okay? So, like I said, I haven't heard any of the tracks. This is a first listen, and so do keep that in mind as I give my opinions. You know, these are first listen opinions. They do change with consequent listens. So, yeah, just keep all that in mind, because a lot of you guys take these first opinions very seriously, as though they are concrete, solid, and my opinions on these tracks will never change afterwards. So, you know, just relax, just have a good time. All right, let's get into it. As I pull it up on Spotify, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. You know, the video is gonna be good, so you don't have to necessarily wait till the end to hit that like button, because you'll forget, honestly. And so, yeah, just do it now. Please disregard everything I just said. Don't take that seriously either. This is Blame It On Baby, and the first track is Can't Stop. Let's go.
I mean, it's the intro, watch me get into it. Let's go. Bitches call me a cutie, I'm groovy. My daughter took care of her piss in the lemonade. So shit in the sugar, that's chocolate pudding. Let you know I'm fuck with you.
What? He just... I was gonna pause it because I heard him say he turns piss into lemonade, but then he says he turns shit into chocolate pudding. Dude, I mean, you know, the beat is okay. I'm not mad at the production here. And he does approach it with the same typical DaBaby flow, you know, so it's I'm not mad at that, but I feel like he is getting a little bit ahead of himself. He is rapping kind of before the beat a little bit, just a little bit. And yeah, he has a tendency to kind of speed up, and I think he needs to take it a little bit easier. But that bar right there just don't ever say that again. If you're at a concert and he's rapping this track, just completely bleep it out. It'll be more satisfying.
This shit on, I don't come from no stars. I'm all on the TV and that I'm too vibrant. In love with the vibe when we hop out, we vibe like moving. Post on me curve like my mom. I see how they peep.
Is he moaning in the background? I mean, it's not going to be a hit track. You know, it is very similar to a lot of the stuff that he's been putting out recently. And so, one thing I will say that I liked is the fact that he brought up the fact that his daughter is set for life because of how hard he's working. I think that that's pretty dope if that's one of your motivations, you know, to provide for your family. I'm never going to knock somebody for hustling to take care of their kid, you know, but some of these bars are a little questionable. The moaning in the background is a little iffy. And, you know, it's safe. For DaBaby, it's safe. He's not doing anything radically different here. It's just an okay introduction. Next track is Pick Up featuring Quavo.
Pick up like one. I pray for the time of the day, I've been busy. I turned her down, that little nigga bitch, you won't get it. Kiss me. I look better in person, little hoe, I get jigs. Spend that little money, I ain't trying to sit back and watch this little bitch, cause
this beat's kind of boring.
Add it up, nigga, just put your little fit up. Yes sir, that little shit up bad.
I mean, this might as well be like an acapella, you know what I mean? Their vocals, firstly, are just so much louder than the rest of the beat. I don't know whose decision that was to make their vocals just stand out so much and turn the beat's volume down so much, you know? But besides that fact, the beat itself is kind of boring, in my opinion. There's not really a whole lot going on. This is a very forgettable track, honestly. Like, even with the feature, Quavo's feature wasn't memorable. It was okay, you know? Again, it's not bad. It's what we expect from Quavo. It's what we're used to getting. It's just that same quality stuff, and it's nothing different, you know? Yeah, I'm not really feeling this one. Light skin-ish, so YouTube doesn't demonetize the video. I want to expect it to be fire, you know? Seeing Future and Jetson Made, I want to expect it to be fire. So let's see.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, Jetson made another one.
So DaBaby chose a little Uzi Vert type beat for this one. Okay. I can see why people were saying that he does some experimenting now.
With me, she turned into a light skin bitch. Found man up in this, so some hype man shit. She ain't responding to my text, she throw up. Hard to hide out in public, they know us. Pictures viral before this shit go up, bitch.
In our backpack, yeah, I ain't relax shit. Almost with the head, that's a big fat. I done cut up the wrist.
So I really like this beat, okay? I like the little vocal chop, I like the melodies going on. It's got a really cool, fun little vibe, like little Uzi Vert, you know, that style. But I think DaBaby needs to approach this with a little bit more of a melodic approach. You know, we heard him be a little melodic on that little Yachty track, Oprah's Bank Account. And he didn't sound too bad. There was a little portion in his verse there where he got into a little bit of a singing voice, and it didn't sound bad. So I think that would have been a better approach to this one, just because it gets to a point where he's just straight rapping over this really happy melodic beat, and it doesn't sound like it's working. And you kind of end up just waiting for Future to come in. And Future brings this an okay performance. It's not bad, but it sounds better than DaBaby because it's melodic, and so we might misconstrue it as a great performance. But even Future kind of sounds tame and a little bored, honestly. I really think this beat might have been better utilized by somebody like Lil Uzi Vert, and then maybe if Future brought a little bit more energy to it, it would have been a really great track. But for now, you know?
My mama taught me how to use a rubber. I was 6 years old trying to sell a nigga candy. This is lit now. I was trying to tell him I was special as a chick. I still overbow on the nigga, make him get out.
Is someone playing the recorder like poorly on purpose for this track? Just sounds weird, you know?
Like the bass at the bottom. You might have a point, but
this beat is garbage.
You won't go back and forth, get a toe tag. Boom. Hang jersey up and shit, a throwback back.
I mean, you know, I was a little harsh on the beat. I don't think it's absolute garbage. I think some little tweaks could make it way better. It is lagging behind DaBaby's vocals, and that's not necessarily the producer's fault. DaBaby needs to slow it down a little bit, you know, or speed up the tempo for the production, or slow down his performance in order to match it, because it really sounds like it's lagging behind him. And that paired with the fact that they have like all those little squeaky dissonant bits with the recorder, you know, it just sounds like it's bad. Wheezy makes fire beats, so I want to give this production the benefit of the doubt, listen to it with headphones on, but right now it just kind of sounds messy and chaotic and not very nice or pleasant at all. Just sounds very dissonant and poorly executed, you know?
Now, friends trying to find out how I should let a perfect nigga like me go. I know.
I miss you too, I can't even count, like for real.
Now I'm gone.
Have some kids with you.
Yeah. Fuck that. I'm back on my old bitch miss me.
My issue here isn't that he's trying to be melodic, because that's exactly what I wish he would have done on that Future track. It's the fact that it doesn't even sound like he's taking himself seriously while he's doing it, you know? It sounds cringeworthy, kind of. It sounds like he's trying to be funny, and that in itself is okay if that's what we're expecting going into the track, that you're doing like a parody or that you're making fun of it, and then we can enjoy it for what it is. But here, you name the track Sad Shit. We're expecting you to kind of be serious a little bit. We're expecting you to actually talk about some of the hardships that you might have gone through, and then you come in and you're just like, you know, just acting a fool on the track, just not taking anything seriously at all, and giving us, it sounds like he's trying to put on like a bad performance on purpose, you know? It kind of sounds like he's making fun of people who actually make music like this instead of trying to make a genuine track like this. That's just a really, really weird song, in my opinion. Next track is Find My Way.
Like the feeling. Guess I forgot to mention I'm just a nigga with a broken name. Okay. You ever feel the way I feel? You know it feel amazing. I had this bitch we used to kick it, she would feel the baby. She's come back.
I like this one.
I made a change. You playing Lego. Every day I pray to God that a nigga.
This is what I'm talking about.
I don't like to play, but gave a nigga my ankle. Take it. So we with my bitch, she keeps switching.
Love that bass riff. He's being melodic, but it sounds like he's taking it seriously. I like it. That's a great track. This is a track that's different from what we normally get from DaBaby. He's venturing into a new lane. He's taking himself seriously. He's giving us a solid performance. He's not the best singer, but it sounds nice, you know, and he's showing off a little bit of versatility. He's got a nice flow. The beat's really dope. I'm rocking with it. I like this one. This is a good example of experimenting with different sounds and still taking it seriously and being you and executing it well, as opposed to that last track. So I like this one. Next track is Rockstar featuring Roddy Ricch, and I'm expecting Roddy to kill it. I don't know about DaBaby. I don't know what he's gonna do.
Brand new Lamborghini, fuck a cop car. With a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. And if I ain't enough, go get the chop. It's safe to say I earned it, ain't a nigga gave me nothing. Talking to my mom, she give me on FaceTime just to check about me and my brother. I'm really the baby, she know that he young.
You know, I really like this one.
Okay, let's go kill a nigga before the age of 2, and I kill another nigga too.
You just say his daughter watched him kill somebody before she was 2 years old?
Let's
go. That's a great track, and I think that might be like the #1 track off the project. I think that will be the one that people gravitate to. I think that this is the one that's going to get the most plays. You know, it sounds great. It's got a great feature. I love DaBaby's performance on here. I'm a little troubled by that line, but we'll keep it moving. Next track is Jump featuring Young Boy Never Broke Again. Why are you going to have your artist name that long? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Just I don't know, Young Boy. How about that?
Big rocks on my wrist, I'm bust. Big Glock on my hip, I'm clutch. Let's go. Get lost on the
garbage beat selection, dude. That happened.
Yeah, I took the cash route. I put them on time, no grind, no line. I didn't take the fast route. No work, no grind, no shine, no shit. That's how you stand.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's how I did it again. People love my intent. Just when they gon' hop out, they don't know what whip they in. Put in hours of practice. And then with my homies, I'm better than the old me. R.I.P. to Kobe. Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad at it.
They thought it was over till I pulled up in the drop. I ran the light, hit the but the truck and found a nigga. Thought I was one hit wonder, touch off the album, didn't. Thought I was just like you. Did plenty of favors, talking favors. Favors you ain't deserving, you ain't want that. That's not it.
With him, we take care of any problem that we got. I just hope when it's over, you got my back. And that's not me. With this shit, then he not with me.
Yeah, London killed the beat, honestly, but it's just not a memorable track. Like, there weren't memorable performances from DaBaby or A Boogie, you know? I feel like when you get a beat this good, you've got to come with something unforgettable. You've got to really bring it with your performance, you know? You've got to do something that people are going to remember. And I don't know. I guess the entire time I was listening to it, I was just kind of appreciating the beat and the switch-ups and the bass line and all of that, and just not really caring about what they were doing vocally because they weren't really very interesting or compelling. So this one had potential, and you know, they kind of wasted it. And I hate it when I'm like ragging on an album like this, like every single track, this needs to be better, this needs to be better, this needs to be better. It's exhausting, you know? DaBaby fans will watch this and they'll say that I came into the video ready to hate on the project, just like they do to almost every video that Sean C makes. They just say that he likes to hate on music. But honestly, dude, listening to music that you're not enjoying is exhausting. And so why would we go out of our way to hate on something? Because it's not enjoyable. It's not fun to sit here and record for an hour and a half and just badmouth an album to pieces, you know? It's not fun. Why would we do that? It's just not enjoyable. We make these videos for our enjoyment because we like to talk about music, but we like to talk mostly about music that we enjoy. And I'm just not enjoying this, you know? So to anybody who's going to say, I know it's going to happen, that I'm going out of my way to hate on this project, you don't know what you're talking about, you know? I wanted to enjoy this, and I've got 2 great tracks out of here, and the rest have just been disappointing.
Nigga, yeah, a refill nigga. Your favorite rapper say fucking with baby, somebody lie with you, nigga. Rockstar, platinum selling, pop star, popping ass nigga. Pop bitch like a Barbie. Like
what is this beat?
One, baby. I let the beat build. Okay, kid, drop the beat. And watch me take it home, baby. Let's go. My phone ringing, who is it? Probably some little nigga bitch. He fuck with my old.
He said drop the beat.
My feelings. They be like, why he switch the beat? Because my flow neat, nigga. I thought he couldn't switch the flow. How the hell he switching the beat up? They don't know who they fucking with.
I thought he couldn't switch his flow. How the hell he switched the beat up? What does one thing have to do with the other? What does your flow have to do with the beat? And what does switching flows have to do with switching the beat at all? You didn't even make the beat. You could literally just ask the engineer to take the initial section and put it there. How hard is that? But actually switching your cadence and writing something in a different flow takes skill. And he's acting like he's doing so just by switching the beat, but that's not the case because it has nothing to do with how his flow sounds. I don't know, man. This beat's trash, first of all. Like, this is hot garbage, and it should have never been placed on a professional recording artist's album, because I could have made this the day that I first got my hands on FL Studio when I didn't know how to use it. It's just bad. And I'm not saying that simple, easy to make beats are bad. I'm saying this is bad not because it's an easy to make beat or a simple beat. I'm saying it's bad because it sounds amateur. That's what I'm saying. I'm so frustrated. I don't want to listen to these last two tracks, man. This is nasty.
Ooh, and she don't gotta ask me, come on. Yeah, I want head before we fucking, I want it nasty. She like pick up and I slam it down on her head like I'm a wrestler. Like, trying to kill a push, cut it.
Baby, baby, we got London on the track. Baby, 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 baby.
This is it. This portion is it.
When he hit the city, he gon' tap in. He gon' fly me out to put it back in. I ain't tripping when a nigga for my half his interest. Look down at him while he smacking. Get them headshots like an actress.
And my baby like to act up on me.
I love Ashanti on this.
I just want you to slide right in.
Ashanti should have made this one alone. You know, London on the Track killed the beat, first of all. And what are DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion doing here, you know? Like, honestly, if you're horny, you don't make a track. You get off, you know? I don't want to hear about what you're doing to other people in the bedroom. I don't care enough about that. And it's not interesting, and it's boring. Ashanti kills it here, though. She kills her performance, and when she starts singing, the whole vibe to the track shifts, and it's like, wow, this is suddenly enjoyable, and I'm liking what I'm hearing, and it sounds nice with the beat, and then someone else starts rapping, and you're just taken out of it again, man. The last track, thank God we finally made it here, is Amazing Grace.
Nigga barely read the scripture, but I'm spiritual. Let's go. 7-figure nigga. Thank you, God.
You start off saying you barely read the scripture, but you're spiritual. Sure you are. You just made a track called Nasty talking about... Yeah, never mind.
Same, I still ain't feeling you. Give a fuck about your feelings, pussy nigga. Shit, I got feelings too. Let's go gun. Trade your shit, come back with a different tool. Yeah, I want that hoe. Ain't coming back. Some of them bitches, one of the nigga can fit him inside of the truck. I ain't no beginner in this shit.
Again, there's nothing necessarily bad about that track. It's just forgettable. You know, it's just mid. Yeah, man. On this project, you could take Find My Way and Rockstar and keep those, and then throw everything else away. Just forget it exists. Just don't bother with it, because it's either mid or it's boring, or it sounds like he's not even taking himself seriously and he's not even trying, or it's just cringeworthy, you know? So those two tracks are nice, and the rest is just, it's forgettable, you know? It's forgettable. He should have taken his time with a project, especially being that he's trying to switch things up a little bit. You really want to switch things up and execute it well. If you're going to try and do that and come up with a different sound, you want to execute it well. You don't want to just put this out a few months after your last project and be like, here, I switched things up and it just sounds like trash, you know? But at least I'm trying, right? Like, you still dropped 2 good tracks out of 13. So look, it's my opinion. You can disagree with it, and that's fine. But I really just don't feel like listening to it again, you know? I feel like if I had a Fantano style of reviewing these projects, this wouldn't even be like a 0. This would just be a not good, which he himself explained that not good just means it doesn't even warrant another further analysis. So that's what this is. It's not good. Thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to check out some of the other videos. They're way better than this one because I actually enjoy some of the music that I'm listening to. And yeah, I appreciate you all so much. Stay safe, stay home, wash your hands. I'll be back soon. Wishing you guys all the best. Peace out.